Manchester United, for the very first time in this season of 2020-2021, have made it to the top 4 positions of the Premier League, being in the 4th position after winning 3-1 against West Ham away win, setting another record or prolonging the record to 9 away wins into the Premier League. No loss, no draw, no anything else apart from a win. But United are into the top 4 right now, and they're sleeping up there unless otherwise tomorrow teams like Wolves, Southampton and Leicester City really get a win. If at all they don't, really, you will see Manchester United really into the top 4. But remember, all those teams that I'm talking about, they are really a point. They are really a point. They are really a game ahead of Manchester United. And United, that means United have a game in hand. And United having a game in hand means what? It means that they are really into the top 4 race in this season. And as I promised to you guys that don't wait out Solskjaer, and I told you Solskjaer is here for very long. For all those saying that Solskjaer is going to go blah blah blah, I'm telling you, Solskjaer is a blessed manager. He's a blessed manager. Each and every time a sack is nearing, Solskjaer really makes miracles. Now you see this one, you will never talk of Solskjaer not being a Manchester United manager by football by Christmas anymore, because securing this win, even if he loses against Man City to an extent count of which I know he's really going to go ahead and win, it really secures his job again. Thank you for joining United Social Television. I'm Rokani here to give you a United win match reaction against West Ham in here. All I can tell you is that it has been, as the full whistle went, a signal at the end of the game at the London Stadium, and United have recorded their 9th straight away win into the Premier League. It had looked break for the visitors once again at the break when they went into a 1-0 down after a goal from West Ham. But however, a controversial Paul Pogba strike brought United level, and after Solskjaer's side did not look back, scoring twice from through Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford. A result, United are up to 4th into the table, while West Ham slipped to 7th. Remember, we came into this encounter when West Ham was really ahead of Manchester United. It was into the 5th position, and United really banging it 3 goals. So it slid down to the 7th position, and United coming back to the 4th position. So when you look at this game, let us first go into the beauty of the good things that happened into this game. 1, Paul Pogba scoring. Maybe we'll see him really build back his confidence again into this Manchester United squad, because by the way, many of us think that he's supposed to be a starter, but the performances ever since this season started really don't show him to be a starter in the Manchester United lineup right now, because he really looks sluggish. But today, first half, he really looked sluggish, gave away a couple of balls, very many blind passes that really would have cost Manchester United. Breaking off the counter attacks, he was not really into them, and we really saw 2-3 opportunities of him really having a chance of really to let off these players to go and really release them and gun score. He never did that. That is Paul Pogba in for you. But scoring that equalizer, it came into the perfect time when it was really needed, trust me. And I'm really giving a kudos to him, Pogba. However much I was a critic of him all these games, and I was really telling people that most of the games that really Paul Pogba has started this season, United have went ahead to lose, and I went ahead to say that he might even cost Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his job, because the way he plays, it looks like he's not concerned of what the team is all about. But he comes out and proves me wrong into this. He scores in equalizer, and after scoring that equalizer for Manchester United, he settles into the game and he starts to be the Paul Pogba at least we know, holding the ball, not losing it, releasing the ball when supposed to release it, and United really saw itself scoring more 2 goals to make it 3-1. Another positive I saw in is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer reacting as soon as possible this time round. We blamed him against PSG, taking long to react against the side of PSG, and not taking off Freddie. And this time round, he took off Edson Cavani and a player known as Danny Van Beek into the first half, and he brought on Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. And to go to the worst of the book, Manchester United got an injury of Anton Martial unprepared for, and guess what the boss did? The boss brought on Juan Mata to play and on the right wing, and Mason Greenwood was put to lead the line. And guess what happened? Goals from Mason Greenwood came up, and another goal from Marcus Rashford came up too, and Paul Pogba really too came up and really did the needful into this encounter of Manchester United against West Ham. That is the second positive. The other one I saw was all about us sitting close to 4 starters of Manchester United, and we really looked good. Even in the first half, the only thing that we lacked was really someone who linked the midfield to the attack line, and that was Bruno Fernandes. And initially in the first half, the person responsible to do that would have been Bruno Fernandes, would have been Danny Van Beek, and he really never did that. So that all changed when a player known as Bruno Fernandes came on, and he really turned around things. But when you look in the goal, we never missed David De Gea. We look in the midfield, I think Freddie was missed because of his being tenacious. He's being tenacious into the midfield, chasing in here, out in here and there. That is already in for you for Manchester United. And but not all that missed, because they never exposed us in the midfield, apart from us really losing balls sluggishly as Paul Pogba and Scott McTominay into the first half, especially towards the end when they really threw very many balls in there. Though West Ham really never capitalized on all those mistakes, but those would have been goals on any other day. If at all it's done on a team that really capitalizes on the mistakes that are being done into the midfield. So Manchester United went ahead to do that, and not having 4 starters into the team really, and you come out and put up such a performance, it's really good. And it looks nice that Manchester United into the 4th position, and very many people really anticipated this. And remember, I did this prediction. I predicted that Manchester United is going to do this. And when you go to Opta, Joe says Manchester United are only the second side in the Premier League history to score 2+ goals in 9 consecutive away games after Leeds in April 2001. You now know. So that is Manchester United for you. And I'm having Adam Bettins here saying this was an opportunity for Manchester United to show that they have squad depth. Instead, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will walk away from this win over West Ham, believing his team are more reliant on Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford than even he had thought. The pair turned the game into United's favor with a half of a superb strike from Paul Pogba, a glimpse of Mason Greenwood's finishing powers, and a spontaneous pass from Juan Mata that saw Marcus Rashford really bang it in, and really it was nice. And Dean Anderson, really, I liked the way he really came up to shine into this encounter, because when you look at him, Dean Henderson started in the place of the injured David De Gea at the London Stadium, and the England keeper produced a number of excellent saves, including this late stop to prevent Aaron Croswell's long-range free kick from finding the target. Yes, it was a free kick in there, but all in all, United really looked good. And when you talk of a player known as Dean Anderson, very brilliant of the day, with saves. No goal really went through past him when it really didn't deserve to. The goal that really was scored to us was really a defensive error where our defenders really late Declan Rice, the captain of West Ham, really to head that ball, and it found Sosk alone, and it really tapped in the back of the net. But it was not a blunder of Dean Henderson in really. And when you look at the rest of the players were okay, but this goal is more or less the goal we conceded against Southampton, though that of Southampton in direct the back of the net. But where is Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof when these people are heading these balls? Where are they? Because Rice is one of the tallest players into the West Ham team when you look, and where were they? I'm just asking this question. Where are the Harry Maguires of this world and Victor Lindelof, the likes of Paul Pogba, when these people are winning corners that are really coming into our half? I'm really having that onto my mind. It's a question that is big in here all over my mind. I'm asking myself, where are they always when we are really getting such stupid goals, conceding such a stupid goal. It's really stupid, guys, and I don't really I don't really blame Dean Henderson, because he had nothing to do to it apart from the players that were supposed to mark the West Ham players from not heading that ball. But all in all was covered up by goals coming in from Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood, and Marcus Rashford, and all was okay. But the other point that I really want to knock about in the match reaction is Alex Telles, guys. Have you seen Alex Telles, guys, play? If at all you've not seen Alex Telles and the beauty that he brings at Manchester United, he's really a nice player. And the only thing he's supposed to do is he is supposed to start knowing the runs with the player that plays with him alongside him into the left side, because he really looks great and nice. But it's nice to see to it that United comes in and wins this game of a side known as West Ham. And there is something that I really want to read to you in here, a statistic of Bruno Fernandes, that ever since his debut in February, Bruno Fernandes has been directly involved in 36 goals in 38 games in all competition for Manchester United. 22 goals, 14 assists, 5 more than any other Premier League player in this period. Influential. That means ever since he came at Manchester United, he is the most brilliant player into the Premier League and anywhere else. Even if you go to the Champions League, he's really putting up statistics that the Ronaldos and Messi aren't putting up. So only in this season he has scored close to 3 goals in the Champions League, and Premier League he is way there into 7 goals up there. And that's the player going by the name of Bruno Fernandes, coming in from Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, like Cristiano Ronaldo, comes in at Manchester United, turns around things, and he is the man to talk about now. So Gary Neville says it was a pretty high performance for a lot of the game, but there are some high quality moments into the last 25 minutes when they played well. That's Manchester United for you, and we are bossing into the 4th position of the Premier League. And it's nice to see United being there, because that means if at all the other teams win, United will be in the 6th position. That's where they will be 6th or 7th. That's where United are going to be before they play the game they have in hand. And I know that game in hand is going to be played after United plays against RB Leipzig, because that's when Champions League will go into a holiday, and it will resume again in February when the round of 16 will be played. That means United is most likely to go into the Christmas season, or to go into the Christmas break when they are into the top 4, because if at all they win their game in hand, that means United will be having 22 points and they will be into the top 4. The only team that can really be ahead of Manchester United is only Chelsea and the Leicester, because and that depends on how they are going to play and their consistency, on how they are going to exhibit their consistency into these games. But smash a like on the video, comment and share. You can as well tell me you're watching in from, and I can give you a shout out in here on United Australia Television, guys. It's Rokan Media. I'm having Van Dutch 10. Come on, United, come on, you can't. All right, United really has come on and they have really done it. Van Dutch 10. United has really done the needful, and they've secured a win away from a side known as West Ham in the London Stadium. Remember, the last season really West Ham almost got 4 points from Manchester United, winning at Old Trafford and drawing at their stadium. So you now know, no, they won us at their stadium, and they really went for a draw at Old Trafford. So it's full time, Manchester United 3, and I can tell you Bruno Fernandes, ever since he stepped on the pitch, he did great, and he really did a great stuff to see to it that Manchester United really comes on and it wins. And when I go to the statistics, full stats of the game, they really look nice for Manchester United. West Ham possession 39.7%, United having 60.3%, enjoying the lion's share of the possession. Shots on target Shots in total, West Ham had 18, Manchester United had 15. On target, West Ham had 5, United had 6. Shots off target, West Ham had 9, United had 6. Blocked shots, United blocked 3 from West Ham and West Ham blocked 4 from Manchester United. Passing accuracy, all accuracy, 77.7, United having 86. And clear-cut chances, Manchester United had 2, West Ham had 3. Corners, West Ham had 5 corners, Manchester United had 4 corners. Offsides, West Ham had 4, United had 3. Tackles, 5.3, and Manchester United 6.3. Aerial duels, 50-50, and saves, United made 4 saves, and West Ham made 3 saves. So that is Manchester United in for you, going ahead to win against West Ham. And you can as well tell me you're watching in from Van Dutch 10 in here. You can smash a like on the video, comment and share, and tell me you're watching in from. But I'm coming back with the player ratings of Manchester United against the side known as West Ham. You can as well tell me what you think about the performance of Manchester United and how the manager really reacted and who the man of your match is in the next video I'm going to do in here on United Social Television. Thank you guys for watching in. It's always nice having you here. Van Dutch 10, thank you for watching in. And it's Rokani in here on United Social Television, bringing you a match reaction of a match that we won convincingly, though West Ham really had some threats to put up to us, but we really overcame them by turning around the result to a 3-1. Remember, West Ham got into the lead into this encounter of Manchester United against West Ham, the Premier League match, 10th match of Manchester United, and we have a game in hand. And West Ham really came into the lead into the first half, into a well taken into a well taken corner, header taken by Dan Rice, and the player known as Sosk really came up and really did the needful to really score that goal into the first half. And United conceded, and after conceding, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a serious or an instant reply in there by bringing in a player known as Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. And Thomas Sosk scored in the 38th minute. Paul Pogba equalized from a screamer, which was a very nice color that he really did from the 18 yards area outside, and he gave it an equalizer. And 3 minutes after, remember, Paul Pogba equalized in the 68th minute, Mason Greenwood giving us a lead. That is the second one, and Marcus Rashford in the 78th minute really gave us a comfortable lead into this encounter of Manchester United against a side known as West Ham. So all in all, that's how it went in here at Manchester United, and it was at London Stadium in London. United traveling to London and coming back to Manchester with a win. Remember, when we went in this encounter, Manchester City was into the 4th position, and Manchester United have really gotten out the noise neighbors from the 4th position, and they're into the 4th position now. And I can assure you, United is sleeping in there because Chelsea is playing Leeds, and Chelsea is the 3rd position. All the way that it wins or it loses, it's up to them. We wait to see what happens tomorrow into these other games of these other teams. I'm Rokan for United Social Television. I'm returning with the player ratings of Manchester United against the side known as West Ham. Remember, United has won 3-1. Another record said, stretching its our win to 9 unbeaten games. And almost all those games, United have scored 2+ goals into them. Thank you for watching in. I'm Rokan. I'm signing out for now. See you when the player ratings really knock on your door here at United Social Television. Prepare your ratings in there and your man of the match. You can tell me your man of the match as things stand. I'm Rokan. I'm out for now. See you later.